In the name of Nike, Adidas and Saucony. We're on Monday Marathon Memoirs, week 2 of 12 as we head towards Manchester Marathon. My name is Donato and today is Monday the 5th of February. It's lunchtime for me here, so I thought I'd do a quick recording as I've now committed to a weekly update of my training towards Manchester Marathon, where I will be aiming for a sub 3, and I remain ever optimistic that I will achieve that. There's nothing gonna stop me now, as they say. Cue some kind of song or edit in or whatever, but no, we don't do any of that here. We are just pure wholesome me talking heads to you at the camera, where I go through my training plan of the week. And for those of you who are keeping up to date with my training plan, you're obviously following me on Strava, and the link is below in the description. If you're not on Strava, it's free to join. You can follow my account there and you get up to the minute updates of what training I am doing here and now. Yes, so I'm going to go through the whole week. So what is installed for what's been happening, because basically 7 days is a lot of days of training, yeah. And I'll go through each of the days. I've also got a highlight of a particular race that I took part in on the Sunday, yesterday, and also some new shoes that arrived literally a minute ago. I'm going to be bringing into as my everyday runner. Yes, I know, I'll talk more about that towards the end, because I do have an everyday runner. You'll know, yes, it's the Saucony Speed 3 that I bought. Bargain price they were, so why would I want to change those? I'll talk more about that at the end. In terms of the training, and if you see there's a bit of repetition here, it's marathon training, yeah. It's not brain surgery or anything like that. It's pretty routine, week in, week out. It's the same stuff. Yeah, I could do some exciting and panting and heavy breathing whenever I do a particular session, but I don't do many of those. So yeah, I suppose you wouldn't hear much of that. And also here, as I'm dressed in my clergyman's outfit, yeah, I'm not a clergyman, by the way, although in the name of Nike, Adidas and Saucony. Yes, I know. Do you remember the Reverend Runner? Yes, I did do some shorts with him. Anyway, yes, Monday, rest day or cross training, it said on my plan. So for me, it was a gym session, and you may recall the week before you would have seen the full end-to-end Boddington 10 miler. Yes, the Boddington 10 miler. On the Monday morning I woke up with a very sore knee, really hurting, and I've not had that like ever. So I was very concerned that I'd caused some kind of issue, and so I got out of bed, done my morning yoga, as I do. I try and do it every day. And if you've been following on Strava, no, it hasn't been happening every day. I know, bad boy. But I try and do that, get the mobility. I did go to the gym and I'd done a session. So then Monday was a training session. And if you're interested what I do in terms of strength training, it's about 50 minutes each session. And it felt fine. By the time I'd finished that session, the knee, when I went to do the run on the Tuesday, because the concern would be that I wouldn't be able to do the run on the Tuesday, it felt fine all the way through that run, because Tuesday was a medium long run, 18 kilometers. Now that's the kind of thing I put in what I call my bread and butter. Long runs are the bread and butter of marathon training. And by throwing one in for me, as I'm running for a sub 3, do you like that poem? For me, running sub 3, yeah, I know. Keep up now. Is that putting in these midweek long runs is essential in terms of building endurance and stamina, and that's why I put those in. Wednesday, rest or cross training for me. What did I do Wednesday? I think I did go to the gym. Yes, I know, I did go to the gym. Anyway, moving on to Thursday. Now, Thursday was what you might call one of these sexy sessions. Yeah, lactate threshold, it said. And 13 kilometres in total, of which 6 of the kilometres should have been at half marathon pace. Well, no, that pace didn't happen at all. I was lucky that I was reaching sub 3 pace marathon pace. So I was basically running it at marathon pace. And you might see that I'm being pretty jovial and laughter about it, because for me, it's no big deal. Yeah, if I don't hit my paces, one of the hardest things I do, and you can leave it in the comments below, but trying to hold a certain pace on your own is damn difficult. But you put me in race conditions and it's a whole new ball game. Yeah, so I wasn't able to hold those paces, but I ain't gonna beat myself over that, because it's just one session over a period of 12 weeks. Yeah, no big deal, no drama. Friday, rest or cross training. I did rest on that day. I was out and about and went visiting around Stratford, and then went over to see my dad that day. Yeah, he wasn't too well, actually. So yeah, I'll leave that for another recording, because sometimes life happens, doesn't it? Yeah, and it's not all sweet and tickety-boo. He's okay now, by the way. Yeah, he's in hospital, but he's in good hands, and hopefully he'll be out soon. But the Saturday, for me, move on to Saturday training, was recovery day. Yeah, JiggyJog day. Yes, JiggyJog, because it is the year of the JiggyJog. I only ran a park run. It says here 8 kilometers, but I've just done 5k. Super easy JiggyJog, and you'll see the video of that, hopefully, fingers crossed, later in the week, of the Huddersfield park run. And then Sunday, it said here a 24k long run, but I didn't do that. I went to the Dewsbury 10k instead and gave it a good go as best I could. And you would have seen the result. An amazing 39 minutes, 22 seconds was the chip time. But that was tough for me to try and hold that pace. And I think Colin and a few others engaged in terms of, I hadn't done any specific 10k training. Yes, I'd been JiggyJogging through the month of January, and obviously that was coming to the end of the 2-week marathon training. And yeah, it's good mileage, but not specific for me. So I found it terribly hard work to try and maintain that pace. And when you look at my splits on the Strava, I did slow down quite a lot before the first turnaround. So it's literally 5 kilometers, 3 miles, 3.1 miles up the Bradford Road in Dewsbury, turn around and then run back down the Bradford Road. Absolutely fantastic. Loved it. Finished great time. Felt really good. And here we are now starting week 3, and I feel great. I did mention about some new shoes, and I'll show them to you. Yeah, these are the Adidas Supernova Rise, and as you can see, they are super good. Now, when they first came out, they're on a 30-day trial, but they sold out. But this stock just suddenly came in, snapped it up. It's on a 30-day trial, so I'm going to try them as my everyday runner. Yes, I've got the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3, which have been brilliant, but those feel really, really good. And in terms of retail price, that's much lower price point than the Endorphin Speed. I think the Sauconys are just going too high. Adidas are trying to get into the everyday runner, and I'm going to try it out for all types of runs. Long runs, short runs, reps, all that type of stuff. That's what I'm going to do. That's it from me, guys, for this week, week 2 of 12 for marathon training. I hope you've enjoyed this video in some way. If you want to know more details, whatever, leave it in the comments below. I know a number of you are training for particular races, events. Feel free to ask the questions in the comments below, because whilst I'm talking about my marathon training, heading towards Manchester, it can be help and assistance for whatever you may be doing as well. Love you all, guys. See you all next week. But obviously between now and then, there's going to be some other videos coming out, so be sure to watch them. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the alarm bell, and be sure not to miss out on any videos, because I really do enjoy sharing some of those videos, especially around and about doing those nice jiggy jogs, because JiggyJog is the way forward. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye.